here with the EMS Athletic Department. Welcome to Edition 1 of the 2016-17 Athletic Showcase featuring volleyball. Today, September the 9th, kicks off Day 1 of the new district, District 6-5A. Here at Boswell, since coming aboard, Coach Anderson has instilled an expectation of excellence. As a matter of fact, he has coined that phrase for the 2016-17 season, raise the expectation. We'll hear from Coach Anderson and how he plans on raising the expectation for his program. Last year, the Lady Pioneers were defeated in the semifinal rounds against Grapevine. Let's see what Coach Anderson has to say.
With the new district realignment this year, we've picked up a few teams that'll be a little more tough competition for us compared to what we've had in the past. We have Aledo and Northwest in our district. I think between us, Aledo, and Northwest, those are probably the top 3 teams in the district. And then obviously we always have Saginaw and Chisholm that will be in the mix as well.
It's a lot of competition. We played Northwest in last tournament and lost to them, so that's a big rivalry that we have now with them going into the district. And of course with Aledo, they have a good title with football, volleyball, pretty much all their sports just being known for that. So I feel like coming into the district, we got to keep our heads up high and just be motivated to keep the title.
I'm really looking forward to the Aledo game because I know it's going to be a fight, and yeah, they're a really good team. They have some really good middles all around, and it's going to be tough, but hopefully we come out on top.
The 2016 Boswell volleyball team, I think, will be the strongest team that I've had since I've been here at Boswell over the 4 years. We have a lot of returning players, several that have been on the varsity team since they were freshmen, so a very experienced team at the district and playoff level. We have really good senior leadership this year. And I think just with the experiences that they've had being on varsity for such a long time, I think it brings a new level of experience and veteran leadership to the team.
Well, I think it's our attitude, honestly. Everyone loves the game so much, and we come ready to play pretty much all the time, and we want to play. We want to get better every single day. We work hard.
The Boswell volleyball team is led by senior right side hitter Kaylin Gilbreth, who is an all-district player every year since she's been a freshman. Our setter, Kylie Courtney, is a junior, again also an all-district player. In the middle, we're led by Hannah Boyd, who is a junior that really holds down the middle, blocking and offensively. On the defensive side, we're led by senior Natalie Smith, who is our libero and currently leads the team in digs and serve receive.
Just a pretty solid team all around. We have so many players. There's not one bad player on our team. So I think we're all a well-rounded group.
Being on varsity since I was a freshman, I have a pretty big leadership role, on and off the court, just being a role model, I guess, for everyone. And on the court, I guess you could say I'm a go-to hitter. Kylie uses me a lot in tight games and even just games in general. But I play a big leadership role in this team, being a senior and also being one of our stronger hitters.
This year we went to a tournament in Hawaii. This is our 2nd year in a row to make that trip. It's been very beneficial for the girls over the last 2 seasons doing that. The level of competition is very high, playing against teams from California, Hawaii, and Texas. And it's just a really good experience for the girls to get outside of Texas and play against some really good competition.
Initially we were just excited to go in it because it's Hawaii, it's tropical, it's fun, everybody wants to go there, it's a destination to go for a vacation. But we're also really excited about the competition because in Texas, you have your Texas teams, but once you get to Hawaii, you have people from other states, California, Florida, Texas, and Hawaii, and there's a lot of Hawaii teams, so a really good competition, so we're really excited about that.
Having the opportunity to have the team together for an entire week away from home, I think is a really good experience for them as a team and as individuals, just to bond a little bit as players and the coaching staff, and just have an opportunity to really focus on volleyball and get the season off to a good start. The teams in Hawaii consisted of probably the top 10 teams from California. We played probably 4 of them, competed very well against them, beat some of them, lost to some of them. So anytime you're playing against high-level competition, it just makes your team better.
So we do a lot of comes up like warm-ups and stuff, just like little dances and stuff like that. We play this thing called Jimmy Paw, fun stuff like that, like running around, getting warmed up, and getting hyped with the rest of our teammates. But once we get in the game, it's mostly mental. Like that's like the main thing, like just your mental game and staying engaged like the whole time and just not getting out of focus and just making sure you're doing what you need to do on the court. And that just relays into the rest of the season. And it's just keeping our mental game up will get us farther and farther into playoffs and hopefully winning district.
Yeah, I played volleyball at Rutgers University. I was a right side hitter. It was a great experience that I had. I'm from Texas, made the trip to New Jersey to play at Rutgers. Had a great time, met a lot of good friends. We had a very successful program and had a very fun volleyball career there. Yeah, we were EIVA, which is the conference that we played in. We were the EIVA champions 2 of the years that I was there. We were 1 match away from making the men's NCAA Division I Final Four tournament.
So yeah, I'm a senior, so next year I'll be playing at UT Arlington, University of Texas at Arlington, and I'm really excited because I have a really good relationship with the coaches, and I've been on the campus a lot, and I love the campus. It's just like a really good atmosphere for me, and I feel like it'll make me grow a lot, and I'm really excited about it because I feel like I'll get better and better. But yeah, I'll be studying next year, so for college, so that'll be a lot of fun, and hopefully hitting, depending on who comes in, but I'm really excited.
I've been playing volleyball since I was 10 years old because my mom was a college coach at the University of Texas at Arlington, and I've basically just been growing up around it and involved with it, and I love the sport. I'm really passionate about it, and it's always fun. Last year I got academic all-district. Last year my role was a little bit different on the team. I think I was more of a, emotional leader and help everyone out. Not as much on the court. I didn't get as much playing time as I did this year, but I think I've accepted this role this year and stepped up.
So I'm a right side hitter / setter, and I've been playing since I was about 10, 11 years old. My mom was a head coach at Lake Country Christian in Fort Worth, and I've just pretty much been around it my whole life. She went to Eastern Washington to play college volleyball, and I've just pretty much been around it my whole life, and it just like pretty much like is what is in control of my life, and it's just I love playing it, and it's just my passion.
I think my experience as a player helps a lot just because I've been in all the situations that the girls and the team get into on the court, and it allows me to use my experience as a player and relay that to them to help them perform better on the court.
Welcome back, and thank you, Coach Anderson. Now stick with us as we sit down with Coach Smith and the Lady Rangers.
This district has a lot of parity, and I think the top teams are very good. We have to be consistent, and our motto is three C's: compete, cooperate, and consistency. And we have to be consistent volleyball players to hang with anybody in this district, and we have to compete every night out. And so that's what we've been focusing on the whole time, especially with our younger kids, and trying to get them to a point where they can consistently score points and earn their own points instead of hoping the other team giving them their points.
I think it's going to be fun. I love having more competition. Like last year, there was a couple of teams who were just like, oh yeah, I gotta beat them, but seeing teams that are like set on a pedestal, I love the idea of just being able to get on top of that.
I think it's going to be tough, but it's going to be exciting to see how we respond to the toughness, and they've been working hard because we've had a lot of setbacks, but they've adjusted really well, and I'm so proud to see how that comes together in the season.
I think with tougher teams in this district, we're going to play up, so we're going to be competing at the same level they are, and that's what I'm excited to see, and for us to play like that because we're going to do some great things out there.
And I think we've really grown over the past 2 seasons. Just as a program, we've gotten a lot better, and we've really worked hard. I think we deserve a good chance this year in district.
Well, my all-district player had a season-ending injury this past year, and so we have been playing without her. We've been learning to play without her, and it's been a struggle at times, but we have people stepping up. My other 2 seniors, Caitlin Edwards and Tara Knowles, they have kind of had to learn how to play without their teammate that they've played with for so very long, and so they're stepping up and starting to put up good numbers, really good numbers for us, and trying to bring the younger kids along with them. I have Jennifer Gutierrez. She's been out for the whole preseason. Hopefully we are looking to get her back next week for district play. She is another leader, and really we deem her as kind of the heart and soul of our team, and so it has been really difficult to play without that when you have young kids that haven't had much experience. So we're getting very excited of getting her back on the court and to see how the start of the district pans out for us.
With her coming in and her being a new coach, she has definitely made all of us better, because I've seen it all. We've all improved. Like, before that, we were good volleyball players, but we weren't very smart at what we were doing. And then when she came in, she was like, oh no, you have to do this and this and this, and she set the bar really high for us, so we started achieving it, and then we became better volleyball players like that.
I was born and raised in Dubuque, Iowa. I got recruited to play volleyball at the University of Texas in Austin. I played there in my freshman year. We were national champions. From there, I actually ran track a year at UT Austin as well. And from there, I coached at the University of Colorado for a year, where we won the Big 8 championship. And then I was a head coach at University of Texas at Arlington. And at the time, I was the youngest Division I head coach ever. And I coached there for 11 years. And then I've been teaching and coaching ever since.
So recently this summer I tore my ACL, and she's always like helped me grow to that point, but now I have the confidence that I will be able to come back and be stronger than I was before, and she's kind of giving me that confidence that it's not over yet.
I've been playing volleyball since I was in second grade. It's become a ginormous part of my life. I mean, I breathe, think, and live volleyball. It's all I do, so it's something I really enjoy.
I first picked up a volleyball when I was about 13. I was around the sport for a while before that, but that was the first time I actually started to play. My strengths, I love to block, love making girls feel bad when I stuff the ball in their face. I mean, that's my job. I definitely have been working on the offensive aspect of my game, and so that'll help both me and my team out. But I love to put a good block up with all my heart.
My team's amazing. My team's always there for me. It doesn't matter what any of us are going through. It's actually really emotional. Like senior year, and my team's amazing. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better team and a better coach.
My team, we are very diverse. There's a lot of different characters on the team, and I feel like that's what makes us mesh so well. We don't usually have the problems of like someone trying to overpower a lot just because things come naturally to us.
They work hard and they're always there. I mean, there's nothing that I can't wake up at 2 in the morning and need something and call one of them and be like, hey, I'm in trouble. I mean, they're gonna help me either way. They're just great people.
I feel like we got a lot of grit. There's not one person on this team who is content with losing, and I feel like that motivation is what's gotten us to the point where we are. Probably the most potent that I can think about right now is us during the summer. Because that was when we were all being introduced to new people. You know, we had a couple of transfers come in, and there were girls just throwing themselves everywhere. It doesn't matter if we think we can get a ball up or not, we'll go for it. And I feel like that's what makes us productive as a team. That's step one to good volleyball, is effort and motivation.
We have tried to grow this program to where we know how to work hard, and the girls come in every day ready to work. In the past, we had 8 total females do summer training. This past summer, we had over 50 female athletes do summer training. And so they're buying into what we're trying to get to here at Chisholm Trail, how to work hard, how to get stronger, faster, and how to become great athletes, which in turn helps us become great volleyball players.
Thanks, Coach Smith. Now stay with us as we sit down with the Lady Rough Riders and new head volleyball coach, Val Warrior.
Well, I think we have the potential to make playoffs in this district. You've got really tough teams in Boswell and Aledo and Azle and Chisholm Trail, and Northwest for that matter. But I mean, for the most part, I think if we stay on task and we keep the goal in sight, that we'll be able to make a playoff spot.
Our goal is to make the playoffs. We want to be, we probably don't want to be the 4th seed, but if that's what we have to do, then that's what we have to do. And we know that the competition we're facing in this district is tougher than what we faced last year, but we're ready for it.
I think in preseason we haven't have done the best of jobs, but I know that we're getting to a place where we'll be able to peak in the middle of the season, like Coach told us about, and in the second part of district, I think we're going to be doing pretty good because we're starting to learn each other's how you go for a ball, how you hit, all that other stuff.
And I told the girls this. I said it's great that we won the Tyler tournament, but we don't want to peak just yet. We want to peak halfway through district. That's when you want to peak and continue to get better, and even towards the end of district. So really kind of trying to keep them patient with practices, and because they want to go. Well, we've got to back off, work on things, and then get it all together so that we can make sure that we're peaking at the right time.
At the Tyler tournament, she told us to be in she didn't specify to be in our beds at 2:30. So she said phones up by 9:30, right?
Yeah.
And we all went to what?
It was my
Hannah's room. We all went to Hannah's room and we just talked for 3-4 hours. And we come back to our rooms at 12:30. And Amani, she calls Coach Warrior and says, "Do you have my water?" And she doesn't even know it's Coach Warrior. So Coach Warrior comes to our room. She's like, "You need to be in bed right now. Not go and play on 6 hours of sleep." And I'm like, "Oh my God."
Coach is pretty hip.
She's pretty hip. She cut in the car.
She did that in the van on the way back.
It was fun. I mean, it was a great team bonding. We do everything together. I've always been a person of if one person goes, then everybody goes. And I think that it's important too that no phones at the table when you're eating. I took the phones up at night so that they could have that time to get to know their roommates and not being woken up in the middle of the night, but they did stay up all night, which I was a little bit upset about, but at the same time, that was a really important bonding time for them. And their goal was to win the tournament, and I think it's great that they know that now they can set goals and reach them.
I think since we got only 6 hours of sleep, we had to prove that we
I don't want to show the tiredness in my face.
Yeah. We had to push a little more.
And plus, the day before, we had a game where we had a couple lapses, and Coach said, what is our goal for this tournament? And we said that our goal was to win the whole thing. So whenever you set goals, it's easier to take the steps to achieve them.
I understand where these kids are coming from. I understand when on the court you can get frustrated with yourself, and it's a matter of saying, I'm frustrated, and asking those teammates, hey, I can't hit right now, so I really need your help in passing, and just kind of get me through this right now because I'm struggling in this aspect of it. And I think that when you played at the level that I played at, you can understand where these kids are coming from. And you can understand, hey, we all need to work on this together. There's no superstars on this team. Whatever strength I have, that's, your weakness, and we're working together. And I just think that as a player coach, you know that, and it's kind of fun to help them work through that.
Whenever she came in, she was a little kind of intimidating because she of course she was a new coach, but last year I didn't have an 8 period certain days, so I went in with the freshman girls and I worked out with them, and I just got to know her more. She's a really fun person, but she really pushes you to do the best that you can. I know that in the middle I get really frustrated with myself a lot of the time, but she just pulls me to the side, or after practice she'll talk to me don't have all that pressure on your shoulders. You can spread it out. Just don't put it all in. You can talk to your teammates about it, and she just really helps you get through a lot of
things on the court.
It's funny because I go down to the middle schools and I say I didn't make my 7th grade volleyball team. I made my 8th grade volleyball team and never played. I made, as a 9th grader, there was 4 of us that made varsity, but I never saw the court till my senior year. So I understand how it is to sit the bench. I get that. And just trying to make sure that you're improving constantly and listening to your coaches and doing, kind of the things outside of the gym that put you in a situation to be successful. And, playing at Nebraska, I can never take that experience away. And it's just, even now I go back and it's just so much fun and everybody's so welcoming and loving and it's such a family atmosphere, and I can see that being the Rough Rider atmosphere, just the community around here, just being that kind of atmosphere is, and playing in front of crowds, and it's just a lot of fun.
We do a dance every game. Our coach puts it on social media a lot.
We do a lot of dancing before games.
It's called We Get Turned Up.
No, it's actually called My Friends by Mr. Hotspot. Check him out.
YouTube. But yeah, we do a dance to that before every game, and right before the game on the court we say a prayer.
They're really crazy, they're wild, but I think that's what brings us together, is the craziness, and then it gets everyone out of their shell. So I like that we can bond that way.
We've all played together since 7th grade.
Yeah.
So we played at Highland, so it's been a long time. I mean, Hannah and I have played together, I think, since 6th grade too. Yeah. So that's obviously working to our advantage because we're really comfortable with each other and we're friends off the court too. And I think that really goes for the whole team. We get along really well.
I recently verbally committed to the University of Texas Permian Basin, so I'm really excited about that. And it's 5 hours away, but it's gonna be really fun. I think I'll miss most the humor that we have, every team dinner, every practice and games. We always find a way to make it fun for us. I'm really gonna miss all of them together because I know that it's my last time to play with all of us together. And I think it's going to be sad when it's senior night and we're going to all leave. But I'll come back and then I'll probably cry. I'm about to cry right now, thinking about it.